Hello everyone, today we're going to be unboxing Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance on the PS5. This is the launch Steelbook edition, which I pre-ordered. I don't usually buy Steelbooks just because I like to have all my games match when they're on my shelf, but I ended up getting this one and we're just going to unbox it today. So story of this game's not very long. This is something Atlus likes to do quite a lot with probably the majority of their games, at least in the recent decades. So yeah, Shin Megami Tensei 5 released in 2021 as a Nintendo Switch exclusive after being revealed about 5 years earlier, alongside the Nintendo Switch console. And yeah, it came out on the Nintendo Switch, and overall it got pretty good reviews, but a lot of people were saying that, oh, there are definitely some problems with like the whole game design part of it. And also there were complaints that it obviously did not run very well on the Nintendo Switch hardware. So 3 years later, after a lot of Atlus games have gone multi-platform, this is the next one. So this is the version on PS5. There is no PS4 version. There is an Xbox One and Xbox Series X version, just because of the way that those physical releases work, obviously. On Xbox, a lot of games are released on Xbox One and Xbox Series X on disc, although on the actual disc, there is only the Xbox One version. And so you have it on the Series X, you just insert the Xbox One version, and then the Xbox Series X version downloads completely from the internet. So in that way, you could say that we have a PS5 version, but we don't really have a physical Xbox Series X version, since you're really just inserting the Xbox One disc and then downloading the next gen version from the internet. Whereas here, this is the full PS5 version on disc. And obviously with a game like this, it's probably not a very big difference between the last gen and the next gen versions, other than probably like, well, not even, because the thing about that is that the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X both pretty much do everything that the PS5 and Xbox Series X do, just worse. So for example, if this game's running in like, if we assume that this game on PS5 is running at 4K 60 FPS, which it probably is, you would think that that'd be the reason to go with the PS5 version, because the PS4 only runs at 1080p 30 FPS. Except not really, because the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X, those two consoles, the mid-gen refreshes, are both capable of running at 4K. And so, while the PS4 and Xbox One, those maxed out at 1080p, the mid-gen refreshes maxed out at 4K. And obviously that would target that games barely ever actually hit on those consoles, because they were still pretty underpowered to be aiming for those resolutions, and especially frame rates. But yeah, if that's all the difference would be, is that, oh, this one runs at 4K and like 60 FPS, 120 FPS, which I don't believe this game runs at, but if it ran at 120 FPS, or it used things like 3D audio, or like DualSense features, then those are things that are, those are PS5 version only. It doesn't matter what game it is. When you insert a PS4 disc, it cannot run at 120 FPS. That's a PS5 only feature. But I'm pretty sure that none of those things apply to this game in particular. So yeah, it's probably going to be a pretty standard re-release, just running the same game, upgrades, changes to the gameplay, and obviously hopefully a lot better performance. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into this one. It's been 3 years. I was originally going to get it on Switch, but I decided to hold off, and I just wasn't really interested at the time, but by the time it actually came out. But now, obviously, it's finally in my hands, and so we are going to slide the game out. Whoa, and here is our Steelbook. You can see word mark on the side. In the back, Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, looking very good, very high quality. Yeah, doesn't seem to be any like 3D embossing or anything, just pretty flat, but definitely very reflective. And we open it up, and we got something here. Well, we got the disc on the right, and then over here we've got something else. This is just a white piece of paper. That's interesting. And then we've got our pre-order bonus, so that is going to be for me. And then in here, we've got even more art. And yeah, that is different art. That's not the same as the art on the front cover. Looks to be some even more demons. And a lot of these demons I do not recognize since I've never played this game before. So yeah, this is going to be a very new experience. And yeah, pretty excited to get into this one. And yeah, as you see, you can just slide back into the case or this cardboard sleeve. And so yeah, pretty excited to get into this one. So yeah, that's Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, the Steelbook version on PS5. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.